Hey, hello everyone. This is TheLightProwler here, and today I'm starting something new, alright? So this is Let's Build. This is my idea of a Let's Build. So pretty much what we're going to be doing here is building a town. So as you can see, I'm laying down a foundation for a town right here, and pretty much we're just building like a coal foundry. So what I'm trying to do here is, well, of course, build, but I want to kind of make the town start really at small beginnings, and then we can expand on it later. So right now, you know, they need lighting, so we're getting coal. So once we get the coal, we can work on food, then for buildings. So obviously this is like near the middle of the desert, so these people really only have sand. So I'm just making everything out of sandstone to start until they can start, you know, going around and getting other things like wood. Although there's a forest nearby, they don't have a surplus of wood yet. They don't really have much glass because they don't have a kiln room. So right now they're just getting the coal so that they can start doing, you know, torches and stuff. So this first area is going to be a coal mining facility. So really what I'm doing right now is I'm getting the stairs, which I'm using as kind of like a roof. It just adds more texture, I think. And one thing that you have to watch out for, though, when you're working with stairs is that it takes a lot of work to get them lined up in the right way. So it takes a long time, but it looks much better than just the flat, like, normal look of a, you know, normal square. So that's pretty much what I'm doing there. This building is not going to be super spectacular, just a long hall so that you can really just get what's inside, you know, just basics for now, because, you know, this village has just started up. It's not going to have super expensive things. So, okay, we're putting down torches. I like to space them out, but have a lot of them so that, you know, the room stays well lit and doesn't just seem like you're using the torches for, just as a utility, but as more of decoration. So I'm putting down these doors, testing out these pressure pads, because I've never used them before. But I just decided to go with levers and moved around the torches that are around the front. I'm using iron doors because I'm going to put test certificates in here, and I don't really want them like leaving and stuff. So now I wanted to like kind of make it look like a facility by blocking off the coal for mining, but then I realized there's not really enough space. So I decided that I was going to instead just cut it out by using carpet. So I just don't cover up over any of the coal, and I cover up the rest of the stone, but then it kind of looks irregular without the carpet being over all of the coal. So I'm going to get rid of that, so that's a nice little square. I'm also right here building the arm of a mining shaft. And see there, I wanted to make a nice square but not blocking off the door, so I just got rid of that piece of coal like it never was there, put in a piece of carpet. So I'm making the arm. I'm just using some fences and a cobblestone wall, and so that is all for that. So I'm just filling in the rest so it looks not so irregular. And there's a lever. It doesn't actually do anything, it's just makeshift. So I tried to put in fences around it to make it look good, but apparently it's not compatible with the carpet. And now I'm going to put in some chests. I had to take out the carpet because, once again, the carpet is apparently counting as a whole block. I put them with spaces in between, just enough space. And don't put any at the end because then it would look kind of irregular. I'm putting in coal on all of them so that it looks like, well, it's been busy. I'm kind of working on designing the inside as much as I design the outside, because really we're going to be these people who are going to be living here, and they don't just want a pretty house on the outside, they want a working one. So, as I said, right now this is just the coal foundry. We're going to do houses a little bit later, so I'm just stacking up all the coal in order for me to load up all the chests. Alright, so now I've all loaded up the chests, so now I'm going to pull out an anvil and name the test certificates that are going to work here. But first, I decided that an item frame would be in order for, you know, to put the coal down, so that just to make it really look like a foundry, and labeling it so that any visitors coming to this place will know what this place is. So now I'm going to bring out the anvil, name the test certificates, and put them inside. Right, so now here was something that just did not make sense. All of a sudden, some mini zombies, like baby zombies, just come in and start harassing my villagers. One of them escaped, and of course I don't want just a coal miner villager running around, so I had to hunt him down with a sword. So now I have to replace the coal miners, and this time I make sure to lock the door so no more random little zombies can get in and harass them. I've decided on future episodes I will be actually setting this on peaceful. As you can see later, there are just hordes of zombies surrounding this building. So now I've decided, with the facility done, we all have our light and power in this small little town, so now we are going to have to make a farm for food. So of course on farms there are carrots, there are wheat, so after you get the wheat you have hay. So now we are putting in, those are the blocks that I used, and now we're putting in a small little water foundation so that when the, you know, because crops need water. It's mainly for look, like you can grow crops without water, and we don't really actually need any of that. So now here was the problem, is that there was an even number of spaces, and I didn't know whether I wanted the grass in the end, so I just decided to get rid of it and put it back in, and then have a water bucket fill up the square I just emptied. Now I'm putting down the carrot seeds. I didn't really know whether I was going to put down the carrot and wheat and how I was going to do that, because I wanted to use the hay bales as customization, and that requires wheat in the farm. So I decided to put wheat around the outside and carrots in the middle. So now I wanted to get wheat, but I didn't really know how to get the seeds since I didn't see any seeds, so I was trying to break plants to get some seeds out, but it wasn't really working. Eventually I just looked it up and kind of felt a little stupid because I was using bread to try and plant. Don't ask why. I didn't just figure of putting seeds in. Then I got some bone meal out so that it looked like this farm was going for a little while, just to add some more texture to it. So then I decided to put a fence around it, and I wanted this fence to link up directly to the farmhouse. So I decided to put the farmhouse towards the forest on the other side. So the gate is going to lead directly into the house, and then I put torches around it so that the plants would grow faster. And just for look, I put a space in between each one, and although not all the corners matched up, in the end it still had the same distance between them. So here I put some irregular hay bales, like no specific pattern really, because I really wanted them to just look like someone just tossed them there. It took me a little while to figure out what that kind of shape would look, but I eventually got it. So now I'm going to lay down the foundation. Once again, it's going to be sandstone because there haven't really been any factories or anything created yet to get some wood. And since most farmers aren't the richest kind of people, they usually are going to have to still use sandstone. So I got out my stairs again to do the roofing. I did this roofing a little differently. It's a narrower roof, so I had to, instead of putting stairs as the very top thing, I used them to guide along the middle, like here. So there's a normal block above the two stairways, so that way it looks kind of not weird if there's a stair on the direct top of it going no which way. Although you could, now that I'm looking back on it, you could have put stairs going directly each way on the middle one, and they connect in the middle. I don't really know how to show you, like, without doing it myself, but that's kind of how you would do it. So now I'm just putting down torches. It's got a good connection to the inside, and now I am going to put down the door. I tried out buttons, but then I realized it would be hard for me to get back out, although really I didn't really have to worry about that, as I could just do it by flying. So now I wanted to work on customizing the inside, so I thought, what do farmers have? They have hoes, and then, of course, they would have hay bales. So I got out a hay bale and put that on. So then, of course, this farmer's actually going to live here, so I'm going to need a bed, and I'm going to need some furniture. So I put the bed down, and then I had to futz around a little while trying to figure out how to put the furniture in with the amount of space that I had. So, of course, I first tried it with a half-stone slab, but then I realized it's a tad too tall for my classic chair with a sign on it kind of seat. And yes, I do realize that the wood is used, but you can't really have signs that are made out of sandstone, and having a sandstone chair with a wooden sign just looks odd. So I decided to trash that idea and just go directly for that. I put a flower pot on just for touch, not really for the idea, and then I decided to make my farmer. So after I put the farmer in, I made sure this time no zombies would invade, and that was it for these two houses. So if you want me to do some more of these, then just leave a comment. Tell me what you want to create. I do have some ideas, but eventually I'm going to run out of them. So please just leave a comment, and that's it. Goodbye.